I'm Mike,
And I'm Matt.
and this is a very special 100th episode of The Coin Show.
Take just one last breath before you enter.
On this very special 100th episode of The Coin Show, we're going to do anything we want. But first, here's the news.
Hi, Matt and Mike. This is Bob Shippey.
This is Charmy Harker, the Penny Lady.
Hi, I'm Beth Deischer.
Hi, this is Jake Sherlock from the American Numismatic Association.
Hi Mike, hi Matt. This is Malcolm from Northern Ireland.
Hey guys, my name is Ernesto. I'm from North Hollywood, California.
Hello, Mike and Matt. This is Mark from Okinawa, Japan. I'm a Chief Petty Officer in the United States Navy.
This is Coin World Steve Rhodes.
You're Mike. You're Matt. And this is Jim Bucky from coins.about.com. Congratulations on your 100th episode. I would also like to extend a belated congratulations on your first German coin show. Yes, that would be episode 99.
Congratulations, Mike and Matt, on 100 episodes.
Congratulations on 100 episodes of The Coin Show.
And I would like to congratulate Mike and Matt on their 100th show.
Congratulations to Matt and Mike on the 100th episode of The Coin Show.
On behalf of the entire staff here at the ANA, we'd like to congratulate Mike and Matt on 100 great episodes of The Coin Show, and we look forward to thousands of more episodes in the future. Thanks for all you do for numismatics, guys. We love the show.
You guys done a little bit on a collection I was doing way back in about episode 30 something. Can't believe you have made it all the way to number 100, so congratulations on that. You guys rock.
And I want to wish you congratulations on your 100th episode. I've been listening to you guys since episode 1, and I hope I'll be hearing your show for many years to come. Once again, congratulations.
Just want to say congratulations on your 100th episode. I really enjoy listening to your show. I've always been fascinated with coins, but a relatively new collector. I hope you guys keep up the great work and the great episodes, and I hope to listen to 100 more. Take care, and God bless the U.S., the greatest country on earth.
Did you like that little montage I put together for you?
That was awesome. I loved it.
I really did. I want to thank all the people that participated in helping us. I told you guys that I would figure out some way to make that work.
That's awesome.
And now it's time for news.
Let's do the news.
Let's do the news. The United States Mint has announced that the 2015 Coining Chronicle sets honoring Harry Truman, Dwight Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, and Lyndon Johnson will include reverse-proof versions of the presidential dollars.
That's horrible.
So it's being met with Matt Dinger's disdain already.
Yeah. No, I don't like it.
Well, the Mint expects the inclusion of these special coins to generate excitement among collectors. And the coins will be struck at Philadelphia. They'll be Philly proofs, and therefore will likely differ from the coins that will be struck for the rumored reverse proof sets slated for later this year.
Shoot me, please.
We'll wait till later. I like watching you suffer.
Well, now you can.
Yeah, I am too. You know what? I think that this is purely pandering to speculators, but modern collectors want different stuff. They're trying different stuff. Far be it for me to be a mint apologist.
So they're going to have reverse-proof presidential dollars for 1 year. I mean, is that what I'm gathering?
Well, they're actually going to have reverse proof everything this year, is what they've been rumoring. But as far as this, the Coin and Chronicle sets are something that I think the only one that I remember that actually sold well was the Lincoln Coin and Chronicle
Yeah,
set.
yeah, and it did good.
And it
But
did well.
that was because they limited the mintage and people were able to speculate on it.
Well, they're limiting the mintage on these as well. The first set honoring Harry S. Truman will be released on June 30th and will be sold with a household limit of 5 and an overall limit of 17,000 sets. The Eisenhower and the LBJ sets will also be limited to 17,000, but the Mint plans to release 25,000 JFK sets.
Not a bad idea.
All the proposed JFK coins, including the Jackie Kennedy First Spouse Gold coin, have been announced to have higher availability.
Yeah, that makes sense. She's popular.
Yeah, it's something that I don't know if it's justified, but I definitely think that it will be a better seller.
Yeah, so I hope so. We'll see.
So you'll have probably an estimate reverse proof and a filament reverse proof, but there'll only be 17,000 sets of them. And you'll see them on coin shopping networks.
Oh yes, right away. Yep,
I went back.
Rare box.
I went back and I was listening to old episodes in preparation for this show. And I remembered as we were recording it, me doing an imitation of Robert Chambers. And how many on the coin? And you would make me comment, man, you're good at that, Mike.
Yeah, that was pretty good itself.
Yeah, the Robert Chambers, rest in peace. Numismatic News has reported that the Mint has been producing so many coins that the Mint facilities are planning to hire 86 people in the coming weeks.
That's a bunch.
The Philadelphia Mint will look to hire 46 people. 25 of these will be permanent positions, 18 will be hired for a contract term, and 3 will be hired as temporary employees. The Denver Mint will hire 40 new people, all for a fixed contract term, so they're not going to be permanent employees. Job fairs will be held in both cities with the dates to be announced. So if you live near Philadelphia or Denver and you always wanted to make money, the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
With a mint.
Literally,
yes. First day sales for the March of Dimes Silver special silver sets has been recorded at 52,540 units.
Wow. I haven't seen one of these yet.
Just beyond 70% of the 75,000 sets that can be sold. And if you want to see a set, go to Mint News blog. And they've got a beautiful picture of them. Actually, even on Coin Talk, I think somebody had posted pictures of theirs. You've got the reverse proof and a regular West Point proof. Now, it's my opinion that the sales of this coin, the strong sales, is largely due to the West Point proof and the reverse proof coins in the sets rather than commemorative dollars.
Totally.
And at a price of $61.95, these are some pretty pricey dimes. And I would surmise the speculators are behind a large portion of these sales.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, something new. New always does well. So
yeah, it's only a matter of time that will tell whether or not the collecting public will absorb these coins.
Yep.
So the Royal Canadian Mint is selling a set of coins that might interest many Americans, if not the Canadian public at large. A bald eagle proof silver coin set featuring 4 coins, a 1 ounce, a half ounce, a quarter ounce, and a 1/10 ounce, is being offered at a price of $199.95 Canadian. Yeah. Yeah, for just under 2 ounces of silver, we're going to mark it up about 10 times.
I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that in the store. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and is limited to 7,500 sets.
No, it can't be done.
I think the novelty of the 10th ounce silver coin, I kind of like it. I don't think I'd have to spend $200 on it, but
that's what I'm saying. 2 ounces of silver for $200, man.
And isn't that kind of our territory, the bald eagle?
They probably have more of them in Canada, I think, than we do.
They could put a hat on there. coins feature the head of a bald eagle and come in a wood presentation box made from what else? Maple.
Wood. Oh.
Wood. Yeah. Well, wood. Yeah. It is yet to be seen if they will be a bigger hit in Canada or the U.S. The sales of 2015 mint sets has opened, and this year's opening sales are a good 10% lower than opening sales last year. Priced at $1 more than last year's sets, it appears that these sets may be losing favor with the public. Sales have steadily declined over 7 of the past 8 years, with a very slight increase in 2009 when special Lincoln cents were included in the set.
Huh.
Now, although 2014 sets are still available, the final sales figures of 2013 sets were the lowest since 1961.
Well, you don't say.
And the 2014 sets are on pace to do less than that.
Yeah, but...
It used to be that a mint set sold 1 million, and it was a low mintage.
Yeah, but nobody cares about them anymore since they're coming out with all these fancy ones.
Well, that's very possible. And finally in the news, tonight marks the 100th episode of a little podcast called The Coin Show.
Wow.
Launched 5
100?
years ago this week. Do you realize that? It's 5 years ago?
5? We've been doing this 5 years.
5 years. Our first podcast was available on May 12th, 2010.
Wow.
So over 3.5 million copies of the educational podcast have been downloaded to date in over 200 countries around the world.
Wow. That's nuts.
Yes. It has been our honor and privilege to participate in this labor of love. And as we have said at the end of almost every episode, we thank the listeners without whom this entire endeavor would be completely pointless. So we'll continue to evolve as a show, and we'll continue to grow and tweak what we do, which we've already got some new things planned. And, in the hopes that we can provide news, information, and entertainment to our listeners, to whom we are eternally grateful.
I was just waiting for you to play the out music. I can't add anything to that.
Well,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it has been fun. It has been real. It's been real fun.
It's been real fun. Yeah. Yep.
This has been a lot of fun doing it. Yeah.
This is James Seago with QA Check, and you're listening to The Coin Show.
Okay, Sam, so we have managed to keep this a complete secret from Matt.
That is true.
I have no idea how.
For the listeners who have never heard this fantastic voice, say fantastic, Sam.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Freaking-tastic.
Yeah. Sam the man is our research man. And we have been, I guess scheming is really the only word that you would probably use.
Wonderful.
Properly. Yeah, we've been scheming.
You do realize that Sam works for me, right? So
I do. But see, I don't fear any of the repercussions.
Yeah, well.
So, Sam, we decided that we were going to put together a game.
Right.
And Sam's going to run the game. So it's not me picking on you, Matt. It's Sam picking on us.
What?
That's exactly right.
Yeah. See, we're going to turn the tables on. I am being self-deprecating tonight.
Well, that's a first.
I know. Okay, Sam, the floor is yours.
All right. You guys are both going to be on the hot seat for this one.
Oh, my
So we're 100 episodes in, right? So you guys should know each other pretty well.
I think I know Mike pretty well, yeah.
Yeah, I think we know each other pretty
We
well.
practically kissed.
Kind of. You weren't supposed to say anything.
Never mind.
All right. So here's what I got. What we're going to do, and Matt, I asked you some questions earlier this week, and amazingly I was able to keep it secret. I'm going to ask you guys each a set of questions, almost like the Newlyweds game, to see how well you know each other. So I'm going to ask 10 questions to each of you. So one of you is going to go first, and then I'll ask the other one, and we'll see how many you can get right.
And we have both already submitted our answers, so there's no cheating.
That is correct. I have the answers right in front of me.
Yes. So are you going to keep tally, Sam?
I will keep tally. So
All right.
so Matt's volunteered for the hot seat here.
Do we want to make a bet on this, Mike?
Sure. What do you want?
How about loser has to take a picture and a dress and put it on the Facebook page?
Wow.
That's a little over the top. How about?
Come on.
Besides the fact you already have a lot of pictures like that. How about first round next time we get together?
Beautiful. Perfect.
There you
Very
go.
amazing.
All right, Matt. This is the first question for you.
Okay.
What was the first coin or coin series that started the collecting bug for Mike?
Coin or coin series? Well, it's got to be a modern coin.
Mike's choking already.
Yep.
Already.
I'm gonna say Jefferson Nichols.
Mike's answer was Lincoln Cents.
Oh, that was my other one. I was in between.
Dude, I was 7.
I know. That's what I figured. That's what I figured.
I didn't have Jefferson Nichols back then.
All right, you're 0 for 1, Matt.
Wah, wah.
Can only go up from here.
Yeah, right.
You know what the great part about this is?
What's that?
I know the answer for you.
Oh, great.
All right, Matt. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Because you talked about it during an episode.
Oh, okay.
See, are we going to go back and forth with the same question?
Not necessarily going back and forth with the same question, although you are right. There are definitely some questions in here that the hints have been in the most recent episodes.
Okay.
So, question number 2 for Matt. Question number 2 for Matt.
Okay.
What is the most recent coin by type that Mike has added to his collection?
A $10 gold eagle.
That is correct.
You got it.
You got it.
That's right.
MS-62.
That's right.
As graded by Evan.
I've seen the coin, so.
He has. He's had it in his hand.
Yes, I have.
Well, you did mention you were
While
getting
we were drinking.
You did mention you were getting into modern gold.
Was it in 1898?
No, it's a 1901.
1901.
It's a 1901 $10 gold.
I was going for bonus points.
All right, Matt. Question number 3.
Yes, sir.
How many numismatic-related books does Mike own?
Can I have like plus or minus?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll let you have a range of 5.
Okay. I'm going to say a nice round even 100.
He has 61.
Oh, I was too far. It's
A little
all right.
far off.
That's next year's anniversary.
Yeah,
show.
right.
Yes.
All right. Question number 4 on the same train of thought.
Great.
Who is Mike's favorite numismatic author?
Well, I've got to say Q. David Bowers. I mean, that would just be my first. Mike likes Q. David Bowers. So
Mike's answer: Q. David Bowers with an honorable mention to Beth Deisher.
okay, so
you got it. All
I
right.
hate these things.
That was a total layup.
You guys realize this, okay?
Oh, but see, you get to laugh when it's my turn.
Oh, that's true.
For a change.
Well, you'll probably get all mine right.
I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
It's only because I care, man.
Yeah, you're right. I don't care.
I know.
I'm kidding. Let's go.
All right. Same
Get this
train of
over
thought. If Mike was stranded on a desert island and he could have only one numismatic book, what would it be?
Just so you know, I had a hard time answering this one, man.
I would guess it would probably be the new Mega Red because there's just so much stuff. But
Mike's
I could be
answer:
wrong.
Mega Red.
Oh,
very
look at
nice.
that.
It is a great book, by the way.
It is.
All right. Moving on from books. What
Thank God.
is? We know Mike likes books, so
Yes.
it's an easy topic to follow. What is Mike's favorite series of American coins?
But now I want to say Jefferson Nichols because I think he does like Jefferson Nichols. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Mike answered peace dollars.
What?
Yeah, I've always
Where's
loved the
Mike
design.
and what have you done with him?
I've always loved the design of peace dollars. Just have.
What is Mike's? This is question number 7. What is Mike's least favorite series of American coins?
Maybe the Morgan dollar.
That is correct. His answer was Morgan
Oh,
dollars.
Bam! See, you really do pay attention.
Well, I know that guys like peace dollars that don't like Morgans.
Okay, fair.
All right. This is question number 8. If Mike all of a sudden had $1 million to spend on coins, what would he spend it on?
Knowing Mike, it would be like proof sets to crack out and try to find uber high graded examples, but that would be my guess.
Not quite. His answer was cap bust coins from half dimes to $10 gold.
Wait a minute. Are you
You
sure?
might want to explain that one,
Yeah,
Mike.
well,
I was thrown off by it too.
Are you sure we're talking about the same
I'm a
person?
modern guy, but I'm a fan of what I can collect, what I can afford to
So you're a
collect.
modern guy by necessity. I get it.
I've always liked capped bust coins, and particularly the capped bust gold. It's really rare stuff. You know, that's where the $1 million comes in. Come in kind of handy.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right, question number 9.
All right, God,
What?
let this be over.
What is Mike's favorite part of the coin show?
Mike's favorite part of the coin show? At the end? No. I would guess the news. Mike seems to like the news.
His answer? Hanging out with Matt every other week. Aww.
Aw, isn't that
I'm
sweet?
really going to kiss you next time.
All right. And what? This is question number 10. What is Mike's favorite food?
Mike's favorite food? You know, I know this. Well, he's from Chicago, so it's got to be pizza.
His answer? Lobster.
Lobster? Yeah.
Lobster.
Yeah. I was figuring you would go by necessity again instead of by budget.
All right, Matt, you got 4 out of 10.
Ouch.
Wow.
Ouch. I told you, I hate these things.
You guys, you're going to have to spend some more time. It's going to be another 100 episodes, I think.
Oh.
I think we're going to have to do that. Okay, now the surprise part. There is no Mike question.
There is. It's time to put Mike on the hot seat now and see if he can answer more than 4 out of 10.
I think he's got it, but we'll see.
All right. The first question for Mike. What is the most valuable coin by type that Matt's shop has ever owned?
Oh, I get different questions.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks. See, I had...
Good job, Sam. You're getting a bonus.
I had the one that started your whole collecting bug. Was a 2-cent piece.
That's true. That is true.
See, I have paid attention. Yeah. Most valuable coin, and we've talked about it recently too, because it was the one that you had to dip into the special fund for. Oh God, was it a $20 lib?
Close. It was actually a 1797 $10 lib PCGS MS62.
That's right.
Retail value $197,000.
That's unbelievable.
Yep. I did not
That
know
is a monster.
Very long.
All right.
That's 0 for 1.
0 for 1. Moving on to question 2.
Keep it that way.
What numismatic related items does Matt's wife collect?
Oh, see, I know this. She collects smushed pennies.
That is an acceptable answer. Matt answered elongated pennies
cents.
and pop-out coins. We'll count it.
Yep, she calls them smoosh pennies.
Smoosh pennies, that's what she calls them.
Yep, that's right.
Question number 3. What is Matt's favorite series of coins?
Matt's favorite series of coins.
I'll be very impressed if you get this.
I'm going to go with... God, I'm trying to remember what the name of them is. It's cap on pull large cents.
His answer, $10 Indians.
$10.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Sam on that one.
That might be my favorite series, though. I love Liberty
Probably
Capital
right.
Artisans.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
And the $10 Indians are beautiful.
They are.
That's 0 for 2.
You're
that's 1 for 3.
You're 1 for 3.
I'm 1 for 3. Let's not cheat me.
Question number 4. What does Matt currently collect?
Dust.
That's probably about right.
It is. Matt does not collect, but he does have a small collection of die cap coins.
Oh. Actually, his answer, he collects World War II German helmets.
Oh, that's true.
No, my die caps are gone, Mike.
Your die caps are gone?
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Wow.
I couldn't do it.
I've been paying attention for 5 years.
I know.
That was a long time
That
ago.
was a long. I'm very impressed that you remembered that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I sold those.
Okay, 1 for 4.
1 for 4. Got to get a move on here. All right, question number 5. What is Matt's favorite food?
What is Matt's favorite food? This I have no clue. It's just a guess.
Take a shot. Well, I said pizza, dude. Come on.
Well, I know, but Indianapolis is not known for any type of food.
That's true.
I know that you like po' boys.
Those are good.
Yeah, but Matt's favorite food would be lasagna.
Matt's answer, steak.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. As long as it comes from a cow and used to go moo, I like it.
How do you like it from the other side of the glass?
Oh, this is much, much, much more. I want to watch you squirm.
Starting to see the entertainment, and you can literally see me squirm.
I can see you squirm.
Yes.
I just realized that.
Yes.
All right, Mike, there's still hope. Question number 6.
Not much.
Not much, but there's some hope. How many employees does Matt's shop currently have?
Is this including Matt?
Yeah, I'm included.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
The correct answer is 6.
6?
Yep.
There's Ron, there's Matt, there's Sam, and there's Evan.
And there's Ed, and there's Diane, and there's my father.
Well, that's 7. You can't count.
Well, I guess. Well, my father.
He just owns the place.
Yeah, pretty much. So, but yes, employees that draw paychecks. Let's say.
Okay.
Matt's answer was 6, so we'll go with that.
Okay.
All right.
I think we had that same conversation when I was answering that question too.
Yes. All right. This is question number 7. This is a fun one, and possibly a shout out to one of our local listeners. What is the most times a customer has come into Matt's shop in a single day?
Separate visits.
Separate visits.
I'm going to go with 4.
Ding, ding, ding. 4
Yes!
times.
Total guess. Total guess.
4 times in one day. Wheat
And I
Penny
believe
Steve.
that was Wheat Penny Steve, our good friend. Shout out to Wheat Penny Steve.
Wheat Penny Steve. See, he's got a nickname and everything.
He does.
The one thing about our coin shop is you get nicknames if you come in a lot. Like we have How's It Going Guy and Wheat Penny Steve. And
How's it going?
Giacomo's Charlie.
Giacomo's Charlie. There's a bunch. But yeah, no. How's it? And you earn your nickname. Like, how's it going, guy? The first thing he says when he comes in the store every time.
How's it going?
How's it going? But see, the thing is, these people don't. Most of them don't know they have nicknames. So, well, I guess they do now.
You know, at the auto parts store where I work full time, we have a nickname for one of our customers. We call him Two Scoops.
2 Scoops, huh?
2 Scoops because he has an Escort, a Ford Escort that has 2 hood scoops on it. He's always outside polishing the tire. He'll spend like 45 minutes in our parking lot polishing that car.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we call him 2 Scoops.
2 Scoops.
All right. Question number
so I'm
8.
2 for 8.
Come on.
I think I need to go off the sheet to win.
I do. I think you need to win out here.
What is Matt's favorite coin show that he's ever attended?
Matt's favorite coin show that he's ever attended. Well, I'd have to say that that's going to be the World's Fair of Money.
His answer, The Fun Show.
Just because it's in Florida in the middle of the winter.
That's a good reason.
Yes!
I got a chance to tie.
You have a chance to tie.
I have a chance to tie, but I can't win.
All right. What type of coin? Now, there are two possible answers for this.
I'm going to start crying because you've never seen Matt drink.
What type of coin does Matt put in a Tidy Cat's cat litter bin in the store? Two possible answers.
What type of coin does he put in a Tidy Cat bin? Oh, wheat pennies.
Ding, ding, ding. That's it. Wheat pennies. So the other possible answer, foreign coins.
Yeah, 2 coins that he has absolutely total disregard for, he puts in the cat litter bin.
That's exactly right. It's not disregard, it's just a matter of logistics. We buy so much of that stuff that it has to have a bucket.
We are...
This one for the
This
tie.
is for the tie. You must get this to tie.
Come on, lose.
Here it is. The final question. What is Matt's favorite part of the coin show?
The coolest thing that walked into a shop.
His answer, the news.
The news!
Yeah, because
Wow.
I only get my coin news from you, honestly.
Well, then you must not know much.
I'm busy. I'm a busy fella.
It's a busy fella.
I'm a busy.
Well, I guess that
wait.
means that you win, man.
I'm a busy winning fella.
Oh.
Yes, you're a busy winner.
Oh, yes.
The winner. He's a winner. And I'm a loser.
I'm glad that this happened on the 100th episode.
Yes.
For all the times that you've bamboozled me, Mike.
Oh, trust me, I'm going to come up with another game. Just for
I'm
that.
sure. This is sweet, sweet justice.
Dennis Tucker here. You're listening to The Coin Show with Matt and Mike. Enjoy.
I like Dennis. He's a nice guy.
Dennis is a great guy. Salt of the earth.
You want to talk about some of our favorite things?
I do want to talk about some of our favorite things. I made a list of my favorite parts of the coin show.
Yeah.
Or my favorite things. I went back and I listened to probably a good 7-8 episodes last night.
Wow. What the
Yeah.
heck were you thinking?
You know, I just had reminiscence. And number one thing on my list, the first thing that came to mind of my favorite things was playing games.
Yeah.
Because I love playing games with you.
I think you love toying with me.
I do. I like having fun with you. I like teasing you. And I certainly like making you squirm.
Yes, and
It's fun.
and you do a great job of it.
I thank you very much. What was your favorite thing?
You know, I think it's got to be the coolest thing. I mean, over the I don't even remember what episode we started that on, but man, it's just.
I can tell you.
Tell me, please.
26.
26. So we started on 26, and we brought them all the way through, and it's really cool to kind of think about all the neat stuff that we've had and has come by, and all the cool things that we get to play with that most people don't even ever get to see. So it's fun.
Yeah. Now I will tell you that in the Google Hangout, there's been a clamoring for more photographs.
I know. I'm going to let them give it to me here in just a few minutes.
Okay. I will make sure they do.
I know.
Second thing on my list was the blooper reel.
I love the blooper reel.
I love the blooper reel because it kind of just shows you how much fun you and I are having as we're doing this.
Yes.
Because it really is, you know, I told you in the game, it's like my favorite part is just coming and hanging out with you every other week.
That's true.
You know, we just get together, we sit, we BS, we have a good time.
Yep. And that's the best. That is one of my favorite things about the show.
I also discovered, now I actually have if you want to go and you want to reference this is for the listeners and for you if you want. Go to episode 3.
Oh, I'm not sure I want to do that.
And no, this is one of your favorite things as well. Go to episode 3, 5 minutes and 26 seconds into the episode. You'll hear, Carlton?
What?
Yeah?
Oh, I'm sure.
And it is just so classic. Yeah?
See, the funny thing is, the people that listen to this show don't realize that, but that was like every time we said his name.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know what?
Huh?
He left an indelible impression on our show.
Yes, he did.
In Carlton's defense, I have to say he is the one that invented the blooper reel.
That is true.
You know, it was something that as we put the show together, he helped us find our identity, and he was a major contributor in us getting started. And you know, it's
a shame it didn't work out.
It was a shame it didn't work out. That's very well put. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I heard you struggling there, so I figured I'd chuck you a life ring.
Thanks. Another favorite thing that I have was hosting with Sean Bouchard.
Yeah, when we were having the baby.
Now, earlier in the Google Hangout, I actually offered a trivia question. How many hosts has the Coin Show had? And the answer to it was 4.
Yeah.
Because it was me, you, Carlton, and Sean.
Bouchard. Soon to be 5.
Soon to be 5.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Poor Sam.
How about you? What else?
Let's see. What about some of our favorite segments? What was the favorite segment you did? I know there's been a ton. Can you think of one?
Favorite segment that I've done. I think I really liked the one that we talked about giving back to the hobby.
Yeah. Oh, that's always good.
It was very important to me. It was something that I thought was really something that we as collectors need to engage in. And it was just something where I sat and thought about all week I had sat and thought about, how many ways do we give back? And why is it important? And why do we think it's something that needs to be done?
Yeah, that's awesome. I have to say that my favorite segment, just simply because I am who I am, was the GSA dollar segment. I like that one a lot. I rattled that whole segment off from just my brain.
So then I assume you also enjoyed that GSA book review that I did.
Yep. That was a good one. I have that book.
Do you have that book?
Yes, I do. I have several copies of that book. Some of them signed by the authors.
Okay. I liked meeting the big names.
Oh, yeah, and doing the live shows.
GDB, Beth Deischer,
doing the live
Steve
shows.
Roach,
or just getting together at the coin shows and walking around and having a good time and making contacts. And
yes, and the first time when we actually met the first time at the Central State show.
Yep.
And you kind of walked me around. You're like, hey, check this out. And we sat down at, what was it? Was it Stacks?
Yeah,
it was Stacks Bowers. And you're like, here, check this out. And they had a Vine and Bars Edged half cent.
Yep.
That was slab PCGS like 66. It's like a $10,000, $30,000 coin.
Oh, no.
And you're like,
that was a $750,000 coin.
Okay, even better than that. And you're like, here, hey, can we take a look at that? And they sat us down and, we got to look at it and hold it. And, it was, I have to say that it kind of pales in comparison to when we did our first World Fair Money show.
Yeah.
And all the stuff that QDB brought, because there was like $4 million worth of stuff sitting on the table in front of us.
Yep.
Seeing the very first coin that the United States Mint ever made.
Yep. That was pretty cool.
So as I was going through the different shows, I came across a moment in coin show history that I might have to go back and resurrect and bring back.
Oh, I'm scared.
It was in episode 40, and all you hear is Matt going, Chappelle!
Chappelle, huh?
Chappelle.
Where the heck? I must have been having a drink or two that evening.
I don't know. I'll tell you what. It's like when we were doing the show with 3 guys, we were recording at like 8 a.m. on Sunday morning.
Horrible.
It was none of us liked it. I mean, none of us did. It was like an inconvenience to be there.
And I had a new baby at the time because
you had a brand new
my
baby.
kid's
You weren't
5
getting any
now.
sleep.
Yeah, I wasn't getting
But
any
the funny
sleep.
thing is go back and listen to the intros, and it's like, I'm Mike, I'm Matt, I'm Carlton, and this is the coin show. It's paining me to say this.
I think we just need to go back and
coin show.
permanently delete the first 10 episodes
Oh no, they're there. They
We can, hey, but the cool thing is we could do that, and then we could have another 100th episode. Another 100th episode celebration.
And I also dug up this little nugget of trivia.
Oh Lord!
To end my favorite things. These are the favorite things. Only one episode of the Coin Show has not had a news segment.
Was it the first
Only
one?
No. We started it, and it was something that, and the reason why this episode didn't have one was because I was starting to fear that I was being a bit overbearing, and that it was kind of like my thing, and I didn't want to seem like I was forcing myself on the show. And that's episode 17. Has absolutely no news.
Well, I'll tell you, the news is my favorite part of the show segment. Well, as far as information-wise and keeping people up to date with what's going on, important facts and figures, I think that the news is very important, and don't ever feel like you're burdening anyone by reporting the news.
I'll tell you what, I really like the news. I love doing it. I love researching it. And something that we added kind of, right before we brought Sam on board was that we started posting news stories to our Facebook page and started doing a lot of content distribution and things like that. And it is, I think, part of the show that is that I'm most proud of, and that I think you can kind of listen to those parts of it, and you can hear kind of like a little time capsule of what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, as I said, I was back listening to some of the first episodes, and we were talking about how, in 2010, how they started coming out with, nickels and dimes, and they were starting to mint them again, which I said was, a sign that the economy was starting to come back.
It's fun. I love it.
Yeah, it is neat.
Wow.
Yeah. So what a long, strange trip it's been.
So we want to keep doing this, really?
Yeah, I really do. You?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay.
Sam, you in?
I'm in, guys. Let's do it.
All right.
All right. One big happy family.
Hi, this is Beth Deisher. When I'm not reading or writing a new book, I like to listen to Matt and Mike on The Coin Show.
No, you don't.
Liar.
No, that's awesome.
Okay, so I guess we're going to wrap it, the way that we always do, and that's
thank
tell
everybody.
Well, no, before we get to that, you got to tell us about the coolest thing that walked into your shop this week.
It. I'm gonna. You know what?
Good. This is a good hot seat topic.
Nope. Watch this. Hey Sam, what was the coolest thing we bought this week?
Oh man, I knew that was coming. Oh.
See, I told you were going to be the whipping boy.
Actually, I do know. I know what it is this week.
Bring it.
It was the Carson City $20 gold piece, I think.
That's awesome. I totally didn't even think about that. But yeah, we bought a Carson City 1892 Carson City $20 gold piece this week.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
It's from the very last gasps of the Carson City.
It does not have a very high mintage. Let me see what it is here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's pull it up.
Let's look it up in our Mega Red.
Yeah, let's see who's faster.
Which, let's yeah, okay. Let's see who goes faster.
I'm done. 92 Carson City has a mintage of 27,265 coins.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah, and we bought one out of an estate collection from a lady who's selling some stuff that belonged to her late father, and yeah, it's a really cool coin. I love Carson City gold. That's one of my favorite things.
Well, they didn't make a whole lot of gold in Carson City, did they?
They did fives. They did 5s, 10s, and 20s, I believe. Mostly 10s and 20s. Let me just check on that.
But being the Carson City Mint was kind of sitting on top of the Comstock Road.
Yeah, exactly.
It was more of a silver producing mint. And, by the mintage of this, you got, 27,000.
27,000. Not the rarest coin we've ever bought, but the rarest coin we bought this week, for sure.
Okay, so what kind of condition was it in?
The coin is that's a great question.
I've got the story, Matt, from the store today.
Go ahead. Yeah. This is fresh. I don't even know this one.
Here's the story. We actually got a call from NGC, and they let us know what the coin graded. We had hoped it would go low end mint state. It was a really nice looking coin, but it went AU details.
Oh.
It was cleaned, is what they said, and they said that you need to get incandescent bulbs, Matt, in the shop,
I have incandescent bulbs.
or iridescent, whatever the other one is.
Okay, well.
But
Fluorescent?
Fluorescent, yes.
Fluorescent.
They said we need to get fluorescent bulbs. It'll make it easier to detect. But apparently there were a few hairlines by the face, so it's...
I saw something out there.
Yeah. Still a tough coin, though.
Still
and
very,
even in AU cleaned.
Coin probably worth between... Oh, yeah, that coin's still $4,000 or $5,000 coin all day. So
all day.
Mm-hmm.
So
what are your intentions for it?
I don't want to own it for very long.
Well, you never want to own coins like that for very long.
I don't know what we're going to do with it yet. We'll figure it out. We might try the other grading company and see if they don't have a differing opinion. No, we might. I don't know. I haven't quite figured it out yet.
Okay, but I'm sure you'll find a very suitable home for it.
Sure.
Do you have anybody in mind that collects like $20 gold?
Nah, not Carson City stuff, no. So that's probably something that'll have to go on our website or on our eBay store before it goes away.
99 cents, no reserve? Free shipping?
Very possible.
That's scary coming from my eBay guy.
I do run a lot of the eBay stuff. It would be fun.
It'd be fun watching the sniping at the end.
It'd be fun watching Matt.
Yeah, Matt just sit there.
Matt pucker.
Clutching at his chest.
Yes, almost dying. Yes.
And since it's graded by NGC, that means that you're going to have photos available.
Well, I would think so, yeah.
There you go.
Are you trying to tell me something?
Coming soon to a website near you?
Maybe. Quite possible.
Quite possible.
Let's wrap up this thing. You want to? But you know one thing we need to have right now?
What do we need to have right now?
Coffin cats.
We need to have some coffee.
I need to rock.
Okay. We need to rock?
I need to rock.
This is just for you, buddy.
Much better.
We would like to thank our contributors, the people that wrote to us, offered suggestions and ideas, posted to social media, asked questions, or in some other way supported or inspired us. A big thanks to you, the listeners, without whom this entire endeavor would be completely pointless. Our thanks to the great folks at the American Numismatic Association for their support. Visit them at money.org. Thanks to the Coffin Cats for the use of their music. Visit them at coffincatsrock.com. And thanks to Tony Alvarez and the Tony Alvarez Band for our theme music. Visit them at TonyAlvarezBand.com. Also, a huge thank you to our newest addition, Sam the Man Shafer, for research and other social media work.
Glad to be here.
Visit our webpage at coinshowradio.com. There you'll find links to listen to or download all of our episodes. You can also make comments on our shows there. Ask us questions through our links to questions at coinshowradio.com. You get that fixed yet?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Should be.
Check current precious metal prices, read my book recommendations blog, or see pictures of some of the cool stuff that has walked into Matt's shop. You'll also find links to all of our social media pages there. Please come and share your thoughts with us. Tell us how we can improve your experience, or just enjoy the ambiance. Whichever you like to do, share our site and our podcast with your friends. It makes you look cooler, smarter, and ahead of the curve. So for the Coin Show, I'm Mike.
And I'm Matt.
And we'll talk to you next time on the Coin Show.
I can tell by the way you look at me that it will not be forever, but that's all right with me. But tonight...
Now, in honor of the 100th episode, you know how we always have a blooper reel to finish out our show.
Mm-hmm.
This show is all blooper reel.
I know. Oh, well, what do you do?
We hope you enjoy it.
Pow! We got listeners.
Yes, we do.
We've got people in the hangout.
We have got people in the hangout. I hang out.
I think some of them don't know what's going on.
People.
We're talking about you.